I was born in a big family in the countryside in Hsinchu, located in northern Taiwan. My family was an extended family of 3 generations. We lived with our uncles and aunts under the same roof. I was the first child among my peers. All the family members had high expectations for me. After all, I was the first grandson in the family. Since I did well in elementary school, the teachers asked me to join the school orchestra and choir. Deep inside, I had a great desire to join the track and field team, as I enjoyed the speed of running, but I had no chance to do so. By the time I entered junior high school, my grandfather asked my teachers to assign me in the class for advancing to a higher education, since my family expected me to enter a prestigious high school. The thought of joining the track and field team, however, remained. I proceeded to ask schoolmates on the team to tell the track and field PE teacher to let me join them. I also practiced running seriously every day because I really enjoyed the speed while running. I found out the PE class was what my heart truly yearned for, but my family was always urged me to go to cram schools to advance my academic ability. After one semester, my grades fell far behind others because all I wanted to do was to run. Every day after school, I would go to the cram school, painfully. At the cram school, students who failed to reach the benchmark score were hit on the palm or buttocks. Of course, I was beaten up every day, dozens of hits each time. I really hated studying then. My cousins from my mother's side always excelled academically. All of them were admitted to their first choice public schools. Because of it, my parents demanded me to achieve well, telling me there was no reason I could not reach the mark my cousins did. The truth was, I could not stand the idea, because it was running I was fond of, not schoolwork. I was unhappy every day, wondering why I had to attend classes and go to the cram school in the evening. It was simply too much to bear. I even felt my life was meaningless, repeatedly doing things I did not like. One evening during my second year of junior high school, when I was 14, I could not take it anymore. My mother, after seeing my grades, reprimanded me. "You failed again!" My sorrow and pain broke out at once. I broke down, cried, and yelled, "I cannot do this. I'm not into studying." I even became suicidal, with no self-esteem at all. Since that day on, my parents stopped urging me to get good grades, and I became more involved in track and field practice sessions. Even my grades in PE improved, and I became the fastest short-distance runner in school and among the top 3 places in the city sports meet in the category of 100-meter and 200-meter run. By the time I entered 3rd year junior high school, I continued to practice relentlessly every day, rain or shine. I would train before dawn before the school team practiced at 7:20 a.m. Even if it rained, I would still go to the school stairs to run up and down or perform jump exercises. I only had one goal, which was to enter the PE class in the affiliated senior high school of Taiwan Normal University. The PE class was specialized in athletic training, and the weight of academic requirements was lighter than those of sports. On top of it, students admitted to the PE class were more outstanding local athletes. Before the competence tests for junior high school students, I visited my aunt's house. My cousin, who was my senior, was studying at a nursing school at the time. There were a few boys in her class, as the nursing field in Taiwan comprises mostly of girls. Since there would be a great demand for male nurses in the future, my parents thought PE class graduates would be left with limited options when they graduated. Therefore, they wanted me to take the entrance exam to enter a nursing school. Brainwashed by my parents and relatives, the idea sounded good to me. Since I had always wanted to help others, I filed an application. I did not think I would be eligible for the admission at first because my score in the competence tests for junior high school students was quite low, only 99 out of the perfect score of 312. However, since I was given extra scores for PE, I was admitted to the nursing school I had applied for. The new school was very small and without a track and field site. I could not practice running, so I became a regular student. I learned specialized nursing subjects and had an internship in various hospitals. I believe I would end up a nurse. By the time I was about to graduate from my 5-year college, everyone wanted to pursue further studies by taking the entrance examination for a 2-year college. I was no exception, but I had no intention of continuing with nursing. Before graduation, my roommates were all preparing to take the entrance examination in order to transfer to National University of Sport. I took to take the exam to fulfill my childhood dream of entering the PE class. Since I already did what my parents had expected of me, I really wanted to continue with PE and race in the track and field. I enjoyed the feeling of participating in sports competitions. However, since I had no outstanding performance in PE, I consulted with the school's PE teachers. They all had background as graduates of NUS. They told me Taiwan needed sports trainers at the time, and since I was fond of sports and had a nursing background, I decided to take the entrance examination to be admitted to Taipei Physical Education College in the Department of Sports and Health. I only applied for Taipei Physical Education College because physical education was my only option. I applied for 2 PE universities and did my best to prepare my documents for review. I collected all my competition credentials, medicine-related licenses, and certificates of study. I was fully prepared, and finally I entered an ideal school. My family as well as my parents were happy for me and supportive of my decision to take the path I had wanted. Now I have entered the Graduate Institute of Sport Pedagogy to pursue my future dream. From my childhood years throughout the 5-year college period, I was supervised by my parents while growing up because they wanted to choose the right path for me. In Taiwan tradition, our saying is, "Learning is the noblest of human pursuits," is widely recognized by Taiwan society. However, what they expected of me was not what I wanted. After completing the dream, I decided to do what I wanted to do. The future of children lies in the ability to make their own decisions and bringing their potential into full play. If they like something, they will do their best at it. In the future, I may choose to engage in the PE profession that I am fond of. Although my academic performance in junior high school and 5-year college was not commendable, ranking in the bottom of the class, after I entered college, my grades were among the top in the class at TPEC. Since I was doing things I was interested, I did it seriously. I will not stop my children from doing things they want, and I will give them all my support for anything they want to learn. I will do so because doing what I like, I will be persistent and do better than others.